educated.
All right, let's talk about Amon-Ra St. Brown. He revealed that he believes that Sam LaPorta is going to have a breakout year. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Let's hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. So let's listen to what Amon-Ra had to say.
The guy that I'm excited for is Sam LaPorta. I feel like, his rookie year, obviously everyone knows he did his rookie year, and then last year, I feel like he didn't, he maybe didn't get the amount of targets that he wanted. And I know, he doesn't have to say it, but I know how LaPorta feels. I know what it's like when you know you're a dude and you feel like you can make more plays for the team and help the team win. Not taking anything from what he did last year. He's a baller, but I can tell this year he's making plays out there every day. I feel like he's gonna have a big year.
So he basically saying he gonna take that step. He had like a little slump, but I just think that's the way the offense ran. He still made a lot of good plays, like I've said previously. Before he's had he had injuries. You know what I'm saying? He had injuries. So a lot of those injuries kind of knocked the hamstring injury he had kind of had him a slow start to the year, and then, obviously you coming back your second year and everybody see what you did your first year. That becomes an issue. So, but, nonetheless, it is what it is. But I think he might be in the contract year too, or something like that, being a second round pick. So you may see you expect to see a big year from him. That's the expectation. And he's just not a guy that gives you, just chain moving play. He's a great chain mover. But on top of being a great chain mover, he also gets explosive plays down the field. He also gives explosive plays down the field. So you get a guy that can move the change, and then also he's athletic enough to get down the field. And on top of that, he's strong in the run game, of course. So I mean, I think this is I think it's just stuff that he's seeing, and probably stuff in the offense that they putting in, and everybody kind of writing off the Lions, losing their coordinators. Oh, they won't be this, they won't be the same, they gonna be trash. They, what I'm saying? So they writing them off. They're writing them off. So, but I think he sees something in that offense that's telling him that it's going to be a big year. I think he's seeing some of the play designs, and they want to be an explosive offense. They putting in things in there, and and I think when you look at Sam LaPorta, I mean, he got all the talent in the world. There's already people talking about they can't afford to bring him back. They can cut and get rid of people and make room for people if they really want to. That's what you got to understand. They can get rid of people when they really want to. They make room for people that they truly want. Some guys you got to draft and replace. So yeah, he got one more year after this year. So this will be his third year. So he got one more year playing under the rookie deal. And then he can either get tagged. So they got some time, and then he on a discount, honestly. 4 years, just under $9.5 million. I mean, he's exceeded expectations. We talking about how they so over the cap, but you really don't know what is going to happen with other players. And the cap went up a record number last year. It's all tied to league revenue. But what I can say is, He's special. He's special. You find ways. You find ways to keep special players, and if he has a breakout year, they got a few decisions they got to make. You know, they got a few decisions they got to make. Him, JMO, Hutch. You know, and those the main three. You know, those the main three. I think JMO got one more year. Before I think he got next year be his fifth year. I could be wrong. I think next year be his fifth year. So yeah, stuff happens. You can move money, turn money into signing bonus. Manipulate the cap. I mean, it's a number of things that you can do. So I really don't worry about the NFL money. You know what I'm saying? Because it's fluid. They can cut people without big consequences or repercussions. And I think what's happened is Brad Holmes is just drafted so well. I think he's drafted so well. It's just to the point where, like, damn, this guy really drafted well. But then with that, you want to sign everybody, but you can't. But then you start to look and you start to say, guess what? Some guys we just gonna draft to replace. We did it before. We can do it again. Not every pick is gonna work out, but your special players or your guys you really lean on, you depend on. You gotta play. But we're going to that attitude. How disciplined they are, what they do off the field. Also, the medical report, how banged up they really are. You know what I'm saying? So you hear all that stuff when you're having those contract negotiations. They kind of call it the bumper. The agent is the bumper. And that's why the agent handles stuff. So the player don't really hear what the team really what the team really think of them. So that's why you got those bumpers right there or whatever. So, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very, very interesting. But let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to notifications. We go live or drop video financially. You want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Appreciate the love support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. And if Sam LaPorta break out, might as well break out the checkbook right away. But check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Peace.